Hey Got Gamers, it's time for another exciting episode of GotGame TV. Today we are going to look at Tom Clancy's End War, and they're showing it right now, so let's go check it out. All right, yeah, we're here with Julian, and he worked closely on this game, Tom Clancy's End War. And first of all, just describe the game to us.
So basically, this is World War III as seen through the eyes of Tom Clancy, where you're going to be a commander controlling all of your units only with your voice.
Now, is this the first real-time strategy game that Tom Clancy has done? Or?
It's actually a good question. It's the second one. Way back, about 10 years ago, there was a strategy game by his company called Red Storm that was called Force 21. But this is the first one on next-gen consoles with a console focus too.
Now, I noticed there's a lot of voice commands that are available. That seems pretty unique and also very detailed. So this game seems to have a lot more intricacies than, say, just a pick up and play shooter game.
It's actually one of our main inspirations was to make it as accessible as a pick up and play shooter. But strategy games are something where you need to invest a little bit of time. One of the barriers to that are the controls and the complexity of controls. By making it just voice command activated, you're breaking down one of those barriers because it becomes second nature. It becomes as easy as barking your orders out. And that's something that we really wanted to concentrate on.
Now, is this going to be a multiplayer online game as well?
Absolutely. So our online mode is possibly the most ambitious online mode that Ubisoft's ever done. We've taken a page from MMORPGs where you're going to be able to choose a faction, either Europe, America, or Russia. You're going to be able to choose a commander with a specialty, let's say gunships or tanks, and fight alongside hundreds of thousands of other players on the Atlantic Theater of War, so 40 different territories. Your units will be persistent, so any experience that they gain during every battle will go towards giving them extra abilities, and any credits that you win you'll be able to spend those on upgrades such as better weapons, different camos, stuff like that.
So are you guys going to be constantly upgrading this game as it goes along?
Absolutely. Ubisoft is a big believer in the long-term multiplayer support for it. So there'll be downloadable packages, both free and maybe with a small cost to them.
Any monthly subscription fees involved with this?
Absolutely none. That was a decision we took early on. We wanted to give it a sort of MMORPG aspect, but we didn't want to give a subscription fee because basically the fun's going to come from playing with masses of group of people.
So then my next question would be, is there a single-player campaign to this game?
There is a single-player campaign. We've actually got three parts to the game. The single-player campaign, the skirmish mode, which is more or less a deathmatch, and the online massively multiplayer, which is the Theater of War. That's what we call the Theater of War. The single-player campaign actually starts off with 10 missions where you're going to be playing the road to World War III. World War III hasn't started yet. And you're going to be able to learn how to play the game while seeing the tensions escalating through the eyes of the Americans, the Russians, and the Europeans. Once World War III starts, you pick a faction, and then it's on to world domination.
Sounds incredible. When can we expect this game out?
First week of November. Out on Xbox 360 and PS3.
Well, it's a pleasure talking with you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.